From the coast of Cape Town to the Highlands of Scotland, from the Dragons of China to the Lions of England, the best young players from around the globe have gathered here in Limerick for the finest standard of age-grade touch you will find anywhere on the planet. We have 8 competitions for you across the next 3 days, with a Sunday full of knockout footy. But it all starts here with the round robin in our first competition, the mixed under-18 category. Our first game is Belgium taking on a nation which loves this format of the game in Cymru touch. It'll be Belgium tapping us off from the centre in their delightful fiery black and coloured kit, playing from left to right against the all-red of Wales. There goes our first hooter of the day, and it's a good drive straight through the centre. Couple of touches taken. In goes Louis Chantrain, playing alongside his brother today in the mixed 18s category. And all of a sudden, Belgium have worked their way up to the 7 and might have a chance to strike. Wide they go. Good defence from the wing of Wales. And goodness, what a start for Belgium. Up against it here, against a very talented Wales side. Here's Combi. Chantrain, Combi, Chantrain on the return, sliding in. Touch is made, and that's their final effort. So Wales kept out Belgium at the first time of asking, how can they transition? Hint of a roll ball there, let go by the referee. What a bright start as Wales head to the box for the first time. So for new watchers, the basics, of course, it's 6 touches to a turnover. 6 players on the field at all time, and at the mixed level there must be 3 women on the field at all stages as Wales go driving through. Big pass over the top. Oh, it's just through the fingers of Maddie Welpton, and Wales came so close to opening up the scoreline there. The box, of course, is what we refer to as where the substitutes hang out, and after a good defensive set and a good attacking drive, it's rolling subs, so they'll look to make those changes as quickly as possible. Bit of a hard touch there, but play on. Sophie Varnav. Nice take on the turn by Jude Rowland, playing alongside her sister Florence as well today. Little show and go from Oriol Cordy. Big pass floated into no man's land, and it hits the deck, so it is a turnover. The ball can't hit the turf at any stage in the game of touch across any of the categories. Carried beyond that 10 metre. Good hands at the link. And Wales again head towards the box. Well, hard touch there on the Welsh middle, but great drive through the centre. Great pick up from Jack Parrott. Oh, that ball is loose. And, well, it's going to be a turnover. More so, a penalty in Belgium's favour. And off come Belgium again. Well, this game, from a predictive standpoint, was certainly in the favour of Wales, but Belgium have started well. Unfortunately, great defensive pressure has handed it back for Jack Harries. Oshines. And here's Parrott. Directing traffic. Parrott with the pickup. In comes the link round the corner. Should be an overlap. But good read by Belgium. Welpton has to cut back inside. Parrott takes another touch. Wales have got a few more in the chamber here. First penalty of the day, handed them back possession. It's slow ball for Harries. Parrott beyond the 7, forced back. Harries again. Parrott looks one way, goes the other. Miracle pass over the top, and it's just come off a Welsh hand. And that might hand possession back to Wales. Indeed, it's going to be given as a attempted intercept, knocked on, so laid back by Fionn May Edgell. Parrott takes the touch, Parrott on the return, sliding in himself. But the touch is made, good defence by Belgium. Parrott has to lay it back on the 7. Parrott. Again, drawing touches out of Belgium, who have been made to work hard here. It's another good defensive read, that time from Zayad Ojon-Nazaire, whose sister is also playing in the tournament down in the mixed 15s. Parrott. Jack Parrott controlling the play for Wales. Good ball. Oh, lovely footwork from Ayres. But that's all their touches used up there, Wales. but they're certainly winning the territory battle here. Good carry in response from Loic von Hecker. Oh dear, it's another penalty inside the Belgium half. And the discipline here in the early stages of this 20-minute first half are allowing Wales some real dominance, even if the scoreline remains level. Jack Harrity's with the quick feet again. Here's Parrott taking the touch, takes a tumble. Belgium were certain that ball was going to come their way. But it's Parrott with it. Oshinez. Parrott on the return. Caught at the line. Good defence by the bucket-hatted Belgium. Parrott. Quick pick up from Parrott. Harry's on the open side. Again diving in himself, looking for an offside call, but Louis Chantrain makes another touch. Henri Chantrain also out there for Belgium as well. On the substitutes at the moment. Good defence. Quick pick up though has Belgium scrambling. Another touch flying in off the wing from Amber van Meegrot. And it's another turnover for Belgium. But the Welsh are knocking on the door here. They are the defending champions. 2 years ago in Nottingham, they beat England in the final, Wales mixed under-18s. And that was followed up, of course, by a famous victory at the Euros for Wales' senior mixed open side. Didn't have the World Cup they wanted, really stretched by the likes of Italy, but they're still a real force in this mixed open category. As Henri Chantrain makes good yards onto the field now for his brother in the middle. Chantrain caught, and it's turned over. The two Chantrains can be easily separated by their choice of headwear. White backwards cap in the colours of his country for Henri. Good high press from Jude Rowland. And that ball is loose, and it's the first unforced error of the game for Wales, which will allow Henri Chantrain with a bit of space to run into here. Just a little head flick, usually accompanied by the goose step. But Chantrain is marching up the field, very casually here, but there's nothing casual about that effort. And Belgium have opened up the scoring. Henri Chantrain makes the impact. Lulled Wales into a false sense of security with his casual movement here. But like a viper out of the basket, he picked his time to strike. And Chantrain just got away from the closest Wales defender. A slap on the turf as well. And Belgium take a shock lead against Wales here. Well, of course, there's huge games going on all over the gaff. Lebanon taking on Ireland in this category. Cayman Islands play South Africa, and on field 2, of course, England play the old enemy Scotland, all in the mixed under-18 categories. But this would be a turnaround of some proportion. Wales looking to equalise. I think the pass has drifted forward there. Regardless, the touch was made. So a turnover is the call. So it's a round-robin format here, going all the way till 8 AM on Sunday. And then the top two sides will be straight into a semi-final. And then, like a championship-style playoff, 3 through 6 will have to play each other for a spot in the semis in a elimination game. We're a long way from that point here, and Belgium looking for a fast start. Great carry out wide by Belgium. Over goes Bo Rowland. But back at the 7, well, the third Rowland in the side, almost making a huge impact. Great effort from Akil Combi, just on in the middle there alongside Louis Chantrain. Combi, Chantrain, back on the inside, beautifully weighted pass, and Belgium make it 2. Wales are shaking a little in the opening quarter here. Lovely pass back on the inside from Chantrain. I think the referee has actually called them back. We saw the celebrations from Belgium, but there's 3 referees on the field. They've had a conversation, so instead it will remain 1-0 for Belgium. You're going to have to get used to that in the game of touch. The referee's in constant conversation, but often we're not certain if a try has been scored. Such are the fine margins of this sport. Nice work from Wales, good work from Johan Davis. He made some good yards there, but ran out of time. And heading to the box for Belgium, Tiffin Bondon, whose father is assistant coach in this mixed under-18 side. Knock on there, so obviously Wales have it back and are making good yards up to halfway. Lofted over the top from Johan Davis, but good defence out wide from Belgium, and Sofia Varnav drawing the touch there on the 10-metre. Here goes Jack Parrott looking to turn this game around for Wales. Still 10 minutes to go in this first half. It's flown by in our opening game of the Youth Atlantic Cup. Oh, ball on the inside. It was right on the toes from Oceanaires and spilt in the end. So Belgium have possession again. First touch, good meters made all the way from Henri Chantrain. And here he is heading towards the box, changes in the offing, lifted off the deck from Amber van Meegrot. Nice ball from Bondon, and round the corner comes Zayed Azar. Azar is going for the corner, diving touch from Jack Parrott. But I think he's just about got there. What a run from Zayed Azar. Parrott in pursuit, but did he make the touch? The referee says yes. Fantastic defence. Oh, Belgium still coming here. What a take. Flashing through the mid-channel. Belgium took it quickly. They did not wait for Wales to get reset. And they have a second score finally after being denied twice from such close range. Too busy taking in that fantastic run by Zayed Azar. And that pass, beautifully weighted from Loic van Hekke, allows Belgium to crash over through the mid-channel. The link scores, but look how quickly Wales look to respond, put down right on the try line by Marley Amani-Jones. No time to even blink in our opening game of the mixed 18s here at the Youth Atlantic Cup in Limerick. Belgium marching their way up the field. Henri Chantrain. Back on the inside from Aurélien Cordy. Here is Cordy. Chantrain to the 7. Cordy with a quick pickup. Chantrain sliding in. Touched on the line. So a chance to strike from the 7-metre for Belgium. Cordon. Chantrain racing round the corner. Oh, it's a third. Noah Williamson was right on the deck looking to make the touch, but Belgium are flying ill-head here. What a moment for Josephine Fallon and her side. You can see her clapping her hands on the touchline. Ernest Fallon also an assistant coach. And Joyce Auger-Nazar also the tour manager, so there's plenty of familiar involvement from Belgium, but what a job Josephine Fallon is doing so far. Her side 3-0 up against Wales, the defending champions. Johan Davis, ball back on the inside, Davis at the half. Nice step off the right boot from Fred Deneen. But forced away by Belgium, clean sweeping in this first half so far. Johan Davis, there again Davis, great acceleration. Oh no! Flying through the link channel, Wales were in, but the ball was dislodged by the spirit of Belgium defence. Fred Deneen denied. Belgium head towards the box with great pace, not letting up a moment here. Of course, this is the time in the tournament where legs will be the freshest. Good carry from Tiffin Bondon. Ball back on the inside for Chantrain of the Louis variety. Here he is again, Louis Chantrain. Bondon lays it back. Chantrain back to the open side. Winding one up here, what a ball over the top. Wales cover well, good defence, and Belgium forced to turn it over. The pace of play is remarkable, and it's not going to let up throughout the competition. Of course, our next game is action from the boys under 18. It's France taking on Ukraine in their first ever international fixture, live streamed at any level. Ukraine against the French side, part of a growing touch scene in the country. Of course, after hosting a couple of Vichy youth festivals, strong at the under 18 levels. That'll be an interesting fixture as Wales look to get back into this one. Parrott with his middle partner, Oshinares. Parrott gets it off the deck, winds one up, and it's a fantastic take and dotted down. The only question is, was it a forward pass? And indeed, that's the referee's decision, it was, so Wales denied. I think that one did just drift forward. Over on field 2, England in this same category, a 5-1 up against Scotland. They're looking to take the title away from Wales, who won it at the last Youth Atlantic Cup in Nottingham 2 years ago. But those unforced errors just slipping back into the game. I think a penalty has just spared Belgium's blushes. Passed inside by Zoe Quinn. And there's Cordon. And there's Henri Chantrain. Gets away from Leggett. From a Parrott, sorry. Cordy. Chantrain. Cordy again. Whips one wide. Again, it looks to have floated forward. But the touch is made regardless, so Wales will have it back. 4 minutes to go to half-time. I wonder what kind of messages the Welsh camp will have to share. They've got so much experience in their coaching staff. Chantrain looking for one more before the break, sliding in again, taking on Noah Williamson, who this time keeps him out. Might even be Oshinares at the middle in the moment. Indeed, touch made. Chantrain, what a ball! Up goes the hand from Caitlin Morris, who claims to make the touch, and indeed Jude Rowland has been denied. Lovely pass from Chantrain, and Belgium appeal for the hard touch, and it's been given. Penalty given away by Oshinares in a dangerous area. 7 at the 7 for Belgium. Full set of touches for them, and it's a missed opportunity. Orion Cordy has just spilt it there. There's a bit of moisture on the turf this morning after some rain yesterday here at the University of Limerick. Nice carry from Jack Parrott, who finally takes a rest. And what can this new pod do for Wales? Excellent pickup. Here goes Finlay Britton. Britton with a great carry, weaving his way through Britton. Denied as the last carrier, so Belgium have it back. Chantrain. Long way from home here, Belgium, but they can't afford any mistakes in this area. Appealing for the hard touch again, and it's been given. And the referee's going to have a word with Britain. And it's a forced substitution. Wales are down a player for the moment. So Wales will be allowed to replace their player sent off, but not just yet. Finally the change is made and Wales are sent back to 6. So unlike a sin bin in rugby, in which there does exist a metric for it in touch, a forced substitution is simply a replacement of the player, and that exists at all levels. That's not a special dispensation for a youth competition. Here's Chantrain, lovely weighted ball on the inside. The patience from Chantrain has cut Wales open for a 4th time. And before half-time, they are further behind. Look at the delay on that. He crashes to the deck to draw in the 2 diving touches. And then flicks it back to his middle partner. And Wales have 4 here. Sorry, have conceded 4 here as they look to counter from halfway through Yohan Davis. Davis, Deneen. Yohan Davis takes the touch. Deneen with a pick up. I think there's a penalty there for Wales. So with 40 seconds to go before the break, they have got to make this count. Fred Deneen. Deneen there at the half. Here's Williams. Williams steps on the inside, puts Sean Treen to deck with the footwork, and has Wales on the board. Lewis Williams with fine footwork. Have a look at this. Sean Treen is backpedaling here, and then a big left boot step sends him tumbling down. The first half try scorer for Belgium. So Wales are on the board. Lewis Williams has it right on the buzzer. There'll be no further action in the first half. Our opening 20 at the Youth Atlantic Cup has not disappointed, and it's Belgium at the moment who hold a historic 4-1 lead over the defending champions in this category, Wales under 18. Well, we'll be back for the second half in just a few moments' time. Can Wales turn it around after Lewis Williams got them on the board just before the break? We'll find out live here from Limerick in just a few moments' time. So there goes the hooter, which controls every aspect of our life here at the University of Limerick for the next couple of days. It's a system that I hope a couple other formats of rugby institute at some point to keep the games on time. And indeed, it's Wales with the first attack of the second half, with work to do after going 4-0 down to Belgium. A late try in the first half by Lewis Williams gets them back in the game, and Britain puts a ball on the inside for Marley Amani Jones to rush onto, and it is the perfect start to the second half for Wales. Well, Finlay Britton, who was forced off in the first half for a hard touch, has made amends in fine fashion here. Marley Amani Jones running onto it in the link channel, catching out the middle and link there for Belgium. Too much space for Amani Jones. But of course, Belgium now will have a set of touches from halfway, so equal chance for them to respond as Jude Rowland takes it in. Henri Chantrain. Good pick up from Cordy. Chantrain looking to weave his way through, looking for the offside touch, and he's given it. So you'll see the touch was certainly made there by Wales, but the player was offside, so Belgium have scored a fifth. And they've re-established the 3-try advantage they enjoyed at the end of the first half. It's now 5-2 for Belgium. And, well, that looked a little bit too easy in the end. If you're worried why that was a score, it was just an offside given in the defensive line. So the Belgian player was just able to scythe through untouched. Wales, though, through Fionn May Edson, looking to respond. Whipped out the back to keep it alive by Ioan Davis, but they're out of touches there, so Belgium have got their first shutout of the second half. Well, both sides scoring from their first set of 7 in the second half. It's not often that that's the case at this level. Well, that ball is loose, and Wales will have it back. And you cannot open the door for this Welsh side. They're just too strong at the under-18 level. First touch made as they head towards the box. In goes Ioan Davis, who leaves the field as well. A couple of changes in the offing for Wales. Nice pick up. And here's Britain. Looking for Amani Jones again. Great delay on the pass to suck in the link. The winger didn't react, and Wales have a third. Scored by Caitlin Morris. This is textbook from Marley Amani Jones as a middle. Just drew in the link there. Bo Rowland had to bite, and the winger was far too wide there to stop both the winger and link player for Wales. So Morris scores, and we're back to a 2-point game. Belgium looking to change that. In goes Cordy. Good late reactions there from Cordy to hold it. Here's Chantrain. Cordy to the open side. 2-on-1 if they can finish. And it's Jude Rowland in the end who takes it himself, and he's delighted with that score. Well, he had to finish because the winger was free as a bird on the outside. You can see that the middle just came a little tight there, and that drew the link in even further. Winger didn't react. The space opened up. Jude Rowland scores. Belgium have 6. And that 3-point advantage in which they crave has been re-established again. Off to the races goes Ioan Davis. Davis, Morris, up to the 7. Oh, good carry and a great slide, but the hand goes up from Loic von Hecker. So Fred Deneen forced to lay it back. Davis, Deneen. Davis, Williamson wraps round to the open side, but Davis goes himself, forced to chuck the ball wide. The Hail Mary pass, and indeed it has been given us forward. Well, you might well be asking yourself why Deneen didn't touch down and score there. The half in the game of touch, for any new watchers, cannot score. So the scrum half cannot go and touch down themselves. Here's Chantrain. of the Louis variety. Good carry beyond that 10 metre. Great pick up by Sean Train. Wales on the back foot, looking to go through himself. He released the pass, charged down by Wales, but they are going to keep a hold of possession. Oh, great line speed from Belgium. And it slowed down this Welsh advance for the moment. But Fred Dineen heads to the box and changes are made. Only a couple more touches left in the chamber here for Wales, and they've only just crashed over halfway. But this is great acceleration from Britton, and Britton is going all the way. Britton might go himself, back over the top. What a try from Wales. It's another score for Marley Armani Jones, but Britton with a wonderful carry. Winger doesn't know where she's going there. And then, of course, as half, can't finish, chucks it over the top. And Marley Armani Jones benefits again from being in the right place at the right time. Wales are still in this game with about 14 minutes left in the second half. Chantrain, Tiffin Bondon, a good carry. Cordy, Chantrain. No touch made there, according to Wales. But it's going to be a penalty for Belgium. So a fresh set of touches here for Cordy, Chantrain and Jude Rowland out in the middle there. Here is Chantrain racing onto it, looking to get on the outside of the middle. And it is a score. A roar goes up from Chantrain. Oshinares didn't get there in the end, and it's a 7 for Belgium. It's a good step as he dived, looking to get on the outside of Oshinares, and he did exactly that. It's another score for Henri Chantrain, who opened up his account for Belgium right at the start of this first half. And in the second, scores a second. Here go Wales. They've been pretty clinical from halfway so far. Dineen, casually taken on by Fionn-May Edgell. Dineen, Davis, back to Dineen, who was forced to roll it back there. Davis, now the acceleration comes from Wales. It's back to the short side for Davis, but Belgium are there in numbers. Williams, who scored the first for Wales, right on the brink of half-time. Ioan Davis, good pickup from Dineen. Wales just can't get it going now, and they're running short on touches here. Still 3 tries behind. Belgium have responded at every time of asking to Wales's significant improvement in this second half. Dineen accelerating away, diving touch. Was it made? Referee says so, and Wales forced to cough it up. How can Belgium transition? That's an excellent first drive. Touch first taken on the 10. Good line speed from Dineen. But Davis, Belgium get on the outside of him. Oh, beautiful footwork. Some nice acceleration as well. From Bo Rowland. Chantrain, Rowland. Chantrain again. Back to the open side for Camby. Camby caught right on the line by Ioan Davis. Chantrain. Oh, slips away. Pass given. Touchdown. It's another Rowland on the board. This time it's Florence who scores an 8th for Belgium. Well, Chantrain with a little show and go. Just about got away from the Welsh middle, but as the scrum half couldn't score, that's exactly what you want from your winger. Florence Rowland running in behind, expecting Chantrain to make a break. And Belgium have a 4-point lead again, as they did towards the end of the first half before Wales's first score. 10 minutes is more than enough time for Wales to turn this around, but they're going to have to start shutting out Belgium at some point. Here's Britain. Oh, good hands from Armani Jones. I'm not sure he scored before the touch was made. But referees have had a conversation, and the conclusion is that the hat-trick has been awarded for Marley Armani Jones. Britain put the ball behind him. Armani Jones perhaps a little bit too tight to the line, but it didn't matter. It was a wonderful take from right behind him, and he manipulated the ball well to get it down as Wales are back within 3. Here come Belgium, who have been so clinical in this second half as well as the first. 4 tries apiece, but 9.5 minutes to go. There's still time for more here. The winger is a little bit too narrow, but Belgium knock it on. Good recovery from Aaron Evans in defence. Oh, lovely show and go. And Wales make great yards through Jake Harries. Oh dear, but it's a penalty. I think they just got their substitutions a bit wrong there, and Tiffin Bondon carries it on. Loic van Hekke. Bondon. First played her international rugby in Amsterdam back in 2023. Having played at the touch club that her father set up. Quentin Bondon, who's assistant coach for Belgium today. Van Hekke flicks it back on the inside. How on earth did he get it there? Zayad Ojinazer goes over, but I think he was caught before the line. Ojinazer at the half. Van Hekke. Oh, missed pass over the top. Well read by Wales. Good defence. No chance for Amber van Meegert to go over there. Wales finally have it back. Good defence from them, and they've kept out Belgium for what feels like the first time in this second half. Nice step. Good carry. Wales up to the 10. Belgium just affording the Welsh too many metres here in the carry, and they're certainly going to get a strike here. Britain. Azorlager is offside, so Britain is over, and it's another for Armani Jones. Azorlager was offside, unfortunately, racing back. Finlay Britton punished him there, and it's a 6th try for Wales. But indeed, the try hasn't been given in the end. We saw Armani Jones go over, but Belgium have it back and suddenly have a hint of an overlap again. The pass is just beyond Sophia Varnav. Would have been a miraculous take. Wales still in the fight here, but they still trail by 3 with 7 minutes on the clock. Harries carries all the way to the 7. Harries getting on the outside. Touch made by Zoe Quinn. Wales have got plenty of space to the left if they can use it. It's been spilt. The opportunity goes begging for Wales, and they remain 3 tries behind. But they worked really well to create that chance, sucking in the Belgium defence. It's been spilt in the carry by Belgium in response. And look, Belgium are halfway through their substitution, so there's a bit of space out there for Wales. Good pickup. Here's Parrott. Parrott, Ayres. Parrott again, goes himself. Looking to catch Belgium offside, but denied this time. Good pickup. Here's Harries. I think that came off a Welsh hand, so it's going to be a penalty and 6 more touches at the line for Wales. Good pickup. Parrott. Ball on the inside. Great read by Sean Train, who dislodged the ball as well. but I think hard touch is the call. So another penalty, a second penalty at the 7 metre, one more and Belgium will be down to 5 players. Parrott takes the touch, gets it on the return. Looking to take on Chantraine, easier said than done. Oh, and the try has been given. Louis Chantraine was not onside when he made the touch, or indeed this time it's another penalty. Goodness me, another one. Wales have to score here, 3 penalties in a row, but the touch again was made. I think the first instance was not a penalty, just another set of touches, but we've still got 5 for Wales here. Parrott winds one up, keeps a hold, looks to take on both Chantraines, now out in the middle, Henri and Louis, in the white cap and bucket hat respectively. Parrott. Touch made by Louis Chantraine. Nice footwork. Crashing over goes Oshin Ayres, who scores. Oh no, denied. And that's 2 penalties at the 7, and Wales haven't scored. And that's the difference, because I feel Belgium would have converted there. And with 4 minutes to go, they still trail by 3 tries, Wales. Oh, it's put down inside the 10 metre. Parrott. Wales have got to get a reel on here. The clock is no longer their friend, and they've given it away. Oh dear. Belgium may well have won the game if they can just use all 6 of their touches and drive Wales back into their own half. Van Hecker. Akil Combi. Loic Van Hecker. Combi. Van Hecker again. Combi at the half. Van Hecker at the link. Flying out to make the touch. Noah Williamson. Akil Combi. Takes the touch. Van Hecker on the pickup. He's got 2 outside him. Goes to the open side. There's 2 over for Wales. Soft hand should be enough. And Belgium have surely sealed the game. Wales were caught short-handed on the far side. Fantastic work from a new middle combination in Van Hecker and Akil Combi. And that is game over. And Belgium have pulled off the first shock of the 2025 Youth Atlantic Cup. And in a clinical performance, in the second half especially, they've taken the game away from Wales. It's certainly a better performance in the second half from Wales, who were 4-1 down at the break and did score 3 extra tries in this half with still time to grab another. But Belgium were relentless in attack. And unfortunately for Wales there, they haven't been able to create anything here. Here's Bondon. Nice ball on the inside for Chantraine, puffing his cheeks. He's worked hard in this opening game for Belgium. Off the deck from Florence Rowland, try scoring this second half. Carried on by Zoe Quinn. And here's Chantraine. Van Hecker to the open side and then steps back in. There's 2 in red to make the touch. And Wales have it back. Seconds remain in this game. They started a tiny bit late, so the buzzer will go any moment now. And the game has been taken beyond Wales by a fantastic performance by Belgium. Here's Britain. Nice pickup. Williamson back on the inside. The pass is undercooked and beyond Britain. Chantraine weaving his way towards the box side. I think he knows the job may well be done if Belgium can simply burn these touches. Tiffin Bondon. A huge shock in our opening round here of the mixed under-18s as the defending champions have fallen to Belgium. Hail Mary pass towards the far side. Goes to ground, but a thumbs up from Chantraine towards the bench. I think they know that that won't have too much of an impact on proceedings. There goes the buzzer. Nice ball on the inside, through the cap flap for Williamson, but Britain is caught. And that will bring an end to the contest. The defending champions Wales have been beaten by Belgium. What a result for Josephine Fallon's side. And they have thrown their hat into the ring here to challenge in this mixed under 18 category. Belgium have South Africa on the horizon at 11:30, whereas Wales will have to regroup against a Scotland side badly beaten by England in their opener. But what a turnaround in our opening game, a fantastic performance. The Chantrain brothers in the middle have made all the difference. Fine performances across the board. Belgium take a historic victory over the defending champions Wales in the mixed under 18. But there is no time to take it all in because we're straight on to our next game, due to kick off in 4 minutes' time. It's an historic moment for Ukraine, who will be playing their first international fixture, and they're taking on France in the boys under 18. That's next after this huge win for Belgium.